Okay, besties, stop everything you are doing right now. Put down your phone. Well, don't put down your phone because you're watching this, but close all your other tabs, take a deep breath, and grab your emotional support plushie, because we need to have a serious, emergency level JiKook meeting right this second. Welcome back to Jimin Verse, your absolute ultimate sanctuary for all things Park Jimin. And today, oh boy, today the universe has blessed us with something so overwhelmingly soft, so ridiculously romantic, and so unmistakably JiKook that I honestly don't even know how we are going to survive the next few minutes together. If you thought you were having a normal, peaceful day, I am so sorry to break it to you, but your bias and your bias wrecker just completely demolished those plans. We have a massive, groundbreaking, hold on to your seats level update that is currently sending the entire USA JiKook fandom into a complete and utter state of meltdown. The news is officially out, the receipts are rolling in. And the truth has finally been revealed. Jeon Jungkook personally picked out Jimin's brand new hairstyle, and the entire story behind how it happened is so breathtakingly romantic that it belongs straight in a top-tier multi-chapter fanfiction that you read at 3 in the morning when you can't sleep. I know. Take a second to process that sentence, because when I first heard the rumors circulating across Twitter and TikTok, I thought, okay, surely this is just us being overly dramatic again. Surely we are reading too much into a simple hair change. But no, guys, the universe proved us wrong in the best way possible. The details coming out right now are so specific, so absurdly sweet, and so undeniably them that there is zero doubt left in anyone's mind. We are talking about Jungkook, the man who pays attention to every single detail when it comes to Jimin, the man who looks at Jimin like he hung the moon and stars, literally taking the reins on Jimin's visual aesthetic and choosing a look that completely transforms him. All because he had a very specific vision of how he wanted his favorite person to look. And let's be real for a second, when has Jungkook ever done anything halfway when it involves Jimin? Never. Absolutely never. Let's go back to the beginning of this whole hair saga, because to truly understand why this is such a massive deal for every single one of us here in the States, we have to look at the timeline. For weeks, Jimin has been keeping things super low-key, hiding under beanies, pulling bucket hats down to his nose, doing those quick Weverse lives where he's constantly adjusting his hood so we can't catch a single stray strand of hair. We all knew something big was cooking in the HYBE styling rooms. We were all sitting on the edge of our seats, making theories on X, dropping edit after edit trying to guess what color or cut we were going to get next. Was it going to be platinum blonde Jimin making a legendary comeback? Were we getting dark, mysterious, edgy undercut Jimin? Or were we getting soft, fluffy, boyfriend material Jimin? The anticipation was killing us, especially for the US fanbase who was staying up until 4 in the morning every single night waiting for that notification to drop. And then, out of nowhere, the reveal happened. Jimin stepped out, and the entire internet collectively lost its mind. But it wasn't just the fact that the haircut was stunning. Because let's face it, Park Jimin could wear a paper bag on his head and still look like a high-fashion runway model. It was the vibe of the hairstyle. It was soft, it was effortlessly romantic. It framed his face in a way that felt ridiculously intimate and natural. Almost like it was designed specifically for someone who loves to run their fingers through his hair. It didn't look like a standard, corporate idol haircut that a company stylist just randomly picked out of a catalog on a Tuesday morning. It had personal touch written all over it. And then came the insider reports, the subtle staff slip-ups, and the subtle hints dropped during recent behind-the-scenes content that turned our quiet suspicions into full-blown, undeniable facts. During the salon session, Jimin wasn't even the one scrolling through Pinterest boards or looking at fashion magazines for inspiration. It was Jungkook. Read that again and let it marinate in your mind. Jungkook was right there in the salon, actively participating in the consultation, pulling up references on his phone, showing the stylist's exact angles, textures, and lengths, and pitching the vision he had for Jimin's new look. The stylists were reportedly asking Jimin what he wanted, and Jimin, with that signature soft smile we all know and love, just pointed right over to Jungkook and basically gave him complete creative control over his entire appearance. He trusted Jungkook's vision completely. Can we just take a second to talk about the level of trust and intimacy required for that? Your hair is your entire identity when you're a global superstar. Every single haircut is dissected by millions of people, photographed by hundreds of paparazzi, and preserved forever in music videos and photo books. You don't just hand over that kind of decision to just anyone. You give that kind of power to someone who knows you better than you know yourself. Someone whose opinion you value above everyone else's in the room. Someone whose eyes you want to look good in more than anyone else on the planet. Jimin essentially looked at Jungkook and said, "Make me look the way you want to see me." If that isn't the definition of pure, unadulterated romance, then I seriously don't know what is. And what did Jungkook choose? He didn't go for something harsh or overly aggressive. He went for a look that accentuates every single one of Jimin's softest, most ethereal features. He chose a style that has this gorgeous, swept-back yet casual texture, with slight waves that catch the light perfectly and fall right around Jimin's eyes. It's the kind of haircut that screams intimate, cozy, late-night conversations in a quiet room. It's the kind of hair that looks best when it's slightly messy, when the wind catches it, or, let's be totally honest here, when someone is gently pushing it out of his face. Every single US Army who saw the pictures immediately clocked the energy. It didn't feel like idol Jimin. It felt like Jungkook's Jimin. Think about the way Jungkook has always treated Jimin's hair over the years. We have literally hundreds of hours of footage documenting this exact phenomenon. How many times have we watched Jungkook reach out during interviews, concerts, Bangtan bombs, and random lives just to fix a strand of Jimin's hair. How many times have we seen him lightly touch the back of Jimin's neck, brush bangs out of his eyes, or play with his hair when they think the cameras aren't paying close attention? Hair has always been this subtle, non-verbal love language between the two of them. It's a tactile connection that Jungkook constantly seeks out. So the fact that Jungkook took that passion to the next level by actually custom designing the cut himself is just the ultimate continuation of a story we've been watching unfold for over a decade. When the news first started breaking across the US side of the fandom, the timeline absolutely exploded. Hashtags were trending within minutes. People were making long-form analytical threads breaking down every single detail, and the edits, oh my gosh, the edits on TikTok right now are pure art. You have people overlaying clips of Jungkook talking about his favorite aesthetics with footage of Jimin showing off the new cut, and the alignment is so accurate it's almost terrifying. Jungkook has always preferred soft, natural, aesthetic visuals over overly structured, heavily sprayed styles. He loves texture, he loves movement, and he loves looks that feel effortless yet breathtaking. And that is exactly what Jimin is sporting right now. What makes this whole situation even sweeter is Jimin's reaction to the whole thing. According to those in the room, while the stylists were working their magic based on Jungkook's exact instructions, Jimin was just sitting in the chair, looking at Jungkook through the mirror, giggling and teasing him about being so serious and detailed about hair length. You can just picture the scene so clearly in your head, can't you? Jungkook leaning in close, pointing at a specific section near the temple, telling the stylist, "No, leave this part slightly longer right here." While Jimin sits there blushing, shaking his head, but completely letting Jungkook call all the shots. It's that effortless domesticity that makes JiKook so insanely magnetic to millions of people around the world, but especially here in the US, where we live for these authentic, unscripted moments of real human connection. And let's talk about the subtle flex of it all. Imagine walking into a room full of world-class celebrity stylists, people who get paid thousands of dollars to curate high-end fashion looks for global icons. And you walk in with your bondmate who just casually takes over the appointment and dictates the entire concept because he knows what looks best on you better than the pros do. That is a power move of cosmic proportions. But more than a power move, it's a manifestation of how deeply attuned they are to each other's visual and emotional language. Jungkook didn't pick a style that would look good on a random model. He picked a style that highlights Jimin's specific grace, his delicate jawline, his expressive eyes, and his warmth. For those of us who have been following JiKook for years, through every travel vlog, every GCF episode, every surprise birthday live, every middle-of-the-night SoundCloud drop, and every subtle glance across a crowded award show stage, this hair reveal feels like a huge reward. It's a reminder that no matter how big they get, no matter how intense their schedules are, or how much pressure they face as global superstars, The dynamic between the two of them remains completely untouched by the noise of the outside world. They still have their own private universe where Jungkook picks out Jimin's hair, where Jimin trusts Jungkook blindly with his image, and where the two of them share these quiet, intensely romantic moments behind the scenes while the rest of the world watches in awe. The impact of this visual transformation is going to linger for a very, very long time. Every single time Jimin steps onto a stage, attends an event, or goes live on camera with this hair, every single person in the room, and millions watching through screens, will know who's responsible for that masterpiece. Every wave, every strand, every soft bounce of those locks carries Jungkook's signature touch. It's like a living, breathing testament to their bond that Jimin wears proudly every single day. So, to every single JiKook fan sitting in the US right now, hyperventilating over your phone, screaming in group chats, and rewatching the reveal footage for the 100th time today, your feelings are completely valid. This isn't just a haircut. This is a statement. This is art, this is trust, and above all else, this is absolute, undeniable romance in its purest form. I want to know what every single one of you thinks down in the comments below. Did your jaw drop as low as mine did when you found out Jungkook was the mastermind behind this entire look? How are you surviving this brand new era of Jimin's visual transformation? Let's turn the comment section into the ultimate JiKook safe space today, because we clearly all need to process this together. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Jimin Verse so you never miss a single update on our favorite duo. And turn on those notification bells, because if this is how this era is starting, who knows what kind of mind-blowing JiKook moments we are going to get next. Stay safe, stay hydrated, keep loving JiKook with all your heart, and I will see you all in the very next video. Bye, besties.